The Atlantic published a Signal chat featuring senior U.S. officials where they discussed attack plans for a U.S. operation against Houthi militants in Yemen. On this chain, you have the Vice President of the United States, J.D. Vance, Secretary of State Marco Rubio, National Security Advisor Mike Waltz, and Pete Hegseth, the Defense Secretary. And we know about this because Waltz put the Atlantic's editor-in-chief Jeffrey Goldberg into the chat. So what we're seeing now is the administration saying,
no classified information was shared.
There's no units, no locations, no routes, no flight paths, no sources, no methods, no classified information.
But when you look at it, it's pretty detailed. It has the times that fighter jets are taking off. You have National Security Advisor Mike Waltz saying here was a target who was hit and sort of the after assessment of what happened. This is intelligence and real-time information that is not meant to be on an unclassified app. There's something national security officials love to talk about, which is the vaunted process. Before any decision reaches to the presidential level, tons of senior aides develop options, ideas, road test them, red team them, talk to allies about them, and when it gets to the president, a decision is made and then executed. It's unclear necessarily whether there were meetings in the Situation Room or long, drawn-out discussions about what to do with the Houthis and the wisdom of doing so. In one case, the texts indicate Vice President J.D. Vance was unhappy that the strikes were going to be unfolding imminently. But what we're really seeing is that this administration makes foreign policy kind of in an ad hoc nature, in signal groups. That's just not the way policy is meant to be done.
Do you think that Mike Waltz made a mistake, and does he need to apologize?
No, I don't think he should apologize. I think he's doing his best.
Well, one thing we can probably expect is that the national security team isn't going to use Signal to talk about military operations. However, the White House has said they will continue to use Signal to talk just sort of generally among officials. It's normal to use texting, Signal, whatever, to kind of coordinate ideas and unclassified ideas, but certainly not to coordinate military operations. But this is a pretty big test for the administration. Do they use the well-worn playbook of continuing to attack the reporter?
Do you trust the Secretary of Defense, who was nominated for this role, voted by the United States Senate into this role, who has served in combat, honorably served our nation in uniform? Or do you trust Jeffrey Goldberg, who is a registered Democrat and an anti-Trump sensationalist reporter?
Or do they actually kind of fold and say someone made a fireable mistake?